Hello, folks. Guns Forever here. Love it or hate it, it's undeniable. Guns N' Roses is one of the most influential bands in the history of rock and roll. With a string of hits, the core lineup of Axl Rose, Slash, and Duff McKagan solidified itself, despite appearing to have an extensive discography, which is not the case. The band officially released 6 albums, with one consisting solely of covers, another having an EP vibe, and 2 released simultaneously. However, even with this seemingly modest number, Guns N' Roses left a lasting mark over the decades with songs that remain relevant to this day. Before delving into the albums, I would like to know which is your favorite Guns N' Roses album. Write it in the comments. The Spaghetti Incident? In 1993, Guns N' Roses was already immersed in internal conflicts, and the Spaghetti Incident seems to have been produced amid various obligations. With 12 tracks and 13 covers, including one by Charles Manson hidden, the album is essentially punk, featuring versions of songs by The Damned, UK Subs, Misfits, The Stooges, The Dead Boys, Fear, among others. Although the idea is not bad, the band members alternate vocals several times, and for a band known for Axl Rose's incredible voice and energetic performances, the album is lukewarm, and the vocals are below average. Chinese Democracy released in 2008, the 6th, and so far, last album by Guns N' Roses, almost became a complete failure. Initiated in the late 90s, the project was reshaped year after year by various musicians who passed through the lineup, which over time had only Axl as a member of the classic formation. The expression Chinese Democracy became known to label works that took a long time to be released, and the duration of over 1 hour and 10 minutes also does not help much in understanding the message the band wanted to convey with this work. It's inevitable that an album conceived over more than 10 years loses its essence, and that's exactly what happened. Some singles work and are even played in shows today. GNR Lies. Although it has the appearance of an EP, GNR Lies was released and marketed as Guns N' Roses' second studio album in 1988. The album includes some classics like the ballad Patience and Used to Love Her, which appear on Side B, while Side A features live recorded songs, including covers like Mama Kin by Aerosmith. The album is not spectacular, but at least it shows the band's live energy and features hits that would become some of the most important in the group's entire career. This differs from Chinese Democracy, for example, which in practice did not generate any major success. Use Your Illusion 1. It's challenging to choose between the two. Use Your Illusion albums, released simultaneously in 1991 since, in our perspective, the highlights of both would combine to create an incredible complete album. With hits like Don't Cry and November Rain, the album also includes a notable cover of Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney, and was well received by both the audience and critics. Use Your Illusion 2. The second part of the album was also well received, featuring a remarkable cover of Knockin' on Heaven's Door by Bob Dylan, along with hits like You Could Be Mine and a version of Don't Cry. Between two quite robust albums, which, as mentioned earlier, could easily constitute a single album, the decision on which stands out is practically a personal matter. In our opinion, the second part has a slight advantage. Appetite for Destruction. No doubt about it, the undisputed title of the best album in Guns N' Roses' career belongs, without contest, to Appetite for Destruction, released in 1987. The album represents one of the most significant debuts in the history of rock and roll and is filled with explosive hits like Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child O' Mine, Paradise City, and It's So Easy. In addition to the excellent studio recordings of these songs, they were always accompanied by incredible and intense live performances where the band delivered their hard rock as if there were no tomorrow, ensuring that the experience of being at one of their shows was truly unforgettable. It is undoubtedly one of the most iconic albums in the history of rock. Guns N' Roses recently released the single Perhaps and performed a yet-to-be-released song, The General, at a concert. They concluded their 2023 tour and, as of now, have not revealed what the future holds. It remains for the fans to wait. It's Setri.